pace car gathers up the front runners and the pit crews get ready. We remind you that you can check out NASCAR.com/RaceBuddy for enhanced coverage from Texas today with 10 HD, live race views, live chat, and live leaderboard. 15 laps in.
Yeah, pretty short run, but these teams want to get a look at these tires. So a lot of 4-tire changes right here.
Yeah, I know you talk to a lot of the crew chiefs. I spend most of my time talking to the drivers, and every driver I talk to, he wanted 4 tires all the time. But with a 2-tire stop,
this is a situation where you may see that for some guys trying to get track position by getting right. So definitely get it right. I'm worried about that tire wear, but we'll see.
Watch the guys that might get to trying to lead. The other guys who are still coming in can have some contact there. Jimmy Johnson will hit his pit quickly. Doc?
Chad Canals just called him in, and Jimmy said, we're tick free on entry, snug in the center, but really good up-off. Tires are really critical here. Right side tires going on. They want to make sure they get it nice and full of fuel, and they have called for a 4-tire change. Left front, left rear lug nuts. Jimmy Johnson taking 4. Jamie.
Jason Radcliffe has a lot of adjustability built into the 20 car. That's just what they want to do. The car is too tight. 4-tire stop. They filled him up with Sunoco fuel.
Kyle Busch very descriptive of what his car is doing, saying it's edgy off and into 3. Also a little bit tight center. 4-tire change in Sunoco race fuel, Dave.
Now second place, Carl Edwards gets 4 tires. He gets an air pressure adjustment. It looks like he might be first off pit road, maybe.
Yeah, that scoring line's right in front of that pit that Carl got to choose by winning the pole in qualifying. And so even though that yellow line is where the pit road speed limit ends, the scoring line is right there just past Carl's pit stall.
Like almost every car took 4 tires there. I expected to see maybe 1 or 2 of the guys in the back take to try to just get some track position. This is going to be the run, though, this first run that will wear the tires the most. They'll get at least an indication now where they stand. See, everybody's interested in that tire wear.
And with just the 15 laps of green flag racing, it's a little soon to make the prediction that, gee, everything's good. But
no, you can look at that, though, and they'll measure this wear. You see how they're getting the loose rubber off the tires with that little torch and scraper. They'll look and see how much wear they had in those 15 laps, and they can kind of project it forward and see where they would be at the end of their fuel run. I expect, too, if we have a green run, that we'll see guys short pitted. They won't run it until it runs out of gas. So they'll get their tires off the speed.
Now, interesting here, Michael McDowell did not pit in the 98 car, so he is the leader of the race. So instead of Jimmy Johnson being alongside Carl Edwards on the front row, McDowell, as the leader, has chosen the outside lane. That puts Johnson now 3rd behind Edwards and shuffles Dale Jr. to the outside lane, Matt Kenseth to the outside lane, and so on.
You almost have to question that call for McDowell. He's going to be in the hornet's nest during this restart.
Update from pit road, Doc.
You talked about wanting to look at tires. I know it's only been 15 laps, but, back when they were testing here a couple weeks ago, Matt Kenseth had a tire at 9 laps, have an issue, and he went into the wall. And what they were looking at, primarily the inside shoulder here. This is the right front of Jimmy Johnson's car. Tire wear looks really, really good. No graining, no separation. I realize only 15 laps, but they're really very pleased with what they've seen here, and a good chance for them to get in here and take a look at the right front tire here early on with the 5-time champ.
And while we were getting that report from Doc, you see the picture has changed at the front of the field. Michael McDowell has pulled over and dropped to the back of the line. So that puts Carl Edwards as the control car and just moves everybody up in the outside lane. So now Junior is on the outside of the front row for the restart. Kevin Harvick. Wow. Making up spots in the big run for Ryan Newman in the 39 also.
Good time here early in the race just to test that in case you find yourself in that position later on today to see what kind of grip is there now. It's only going to get better as we get into the nighttime.
Marcus Ambrose with a little wiggle and wobble, but he gathered it back up. so fast here. And when that car steps out like that and a driver grabs that wheel and hangs onto it, that's got to get your heart racing.
Yeah, I was kind of chuckling to myself as you said a little wiggle, and yet only at 175 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But and it may just look, and it does look that way from here. But I tell you, inside the car, that's a huge moment for a driver. But the speeds are just incredible. Those seams that you see there, too, that kind of separate these lanes, have a big part in the way that these cars handle also. You have to be careful there, especially on low air pressures.
Kevin Harvick on the restart. Watch this outside move that he made. Took the green in 12th, and here he goes.
So he had been running that far outside lane right before the caution came out, so he knows what grip level is out there. A lot of these other cars had not ventured up there yet.
Yeah, you can see he actually, as he got about 3/4 of the way between turns 1 and 2, he had to come out of the throttle just a little bit. The car was kind of bouncing, moving around just to make sure that it was under him enough, but that was a great move.